Yo, what's up guys? We're back again with another episode. You know, it's been a little while, but I hope you not blah 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 blah. It's Mad Max Keeble. So the movie takes place in the post-apocalypse after an earthquake has drained all the oceans. So Max Keeble is like the paper boy, and he's on his way to school one day, and his arch nemesis, the evil ice cream man, pulls up. He's like, hey Max Keeble, remember me? And like shoots a blob of ice cream, and Max is like, fuck, jets off on his skateboard, and the ice cream man's in hot pursuit. Max is like still delivering all the papers. He's about to get to school, and he jumps off the ramp, and the ice cream man shoots one last blob and smacks him in the pants. And he's like, ho ho ho, Max Keeble, looks like you creamed your jeans. Max is like, fuck you, ice cream man, you'll pay for this. And turns around, and his friends Rob and Megan are there. They're like, hey Max, looks like you creamed your jeans. And he's like, yeah, but it's gonna change. This year I got fatitude. And they're like, what? And he's like, it's fat attitude. And they're like, that's never gonna catch on. And then Troy McGinty pulls up in his big monster truck, and he's like, I'm Troy McGinty, and this year I'm the new school bully. My car runs on blood, and I'm gonna pick on one of you kids every day to be my blood source. So today's victim is, he pulls open his shirt, Max Keeble. Grabs Max and hooks him onto the front of his truck and like starts driving around the parking lot. Right then the principal makes an announcement like, students, you stupid little pipsqueaks. There's a mandatory meeting right now and it's not optional, so be there now. Troy like runs in, leaving Max hooked on the front of his car. But in the auditorium, the principal is giving his speech. He's like, hello students, welcome to the new school year. I'm here to tell you about our new initiative to conserve as much water as possible, and I'll tell you why. Drum roll please. And then like this kid in a wheelchair starts doing a drum roll. He's like, because we're having a new pool button. As the students are all cheering, the principal like turns around and he's like, this pool will definitely make Miss Shangalang wanna bang. And Max like walks in right then, and the door slams behind him, and he's like, you there, who are you? Tell me your name. Max is like, okay, I'm Max Keeble. And he's like, you made a fool of me today. Never again shall you. I have your name down. You are on my list. The meeting's over, so they like funnel out into the little cafeteria for their daily water allotment. Max is like, can you believe how shitty today's going? And they're like, well, it's mostly just shitty for you. Right then, this like real snaky dude, Dobbs, like shows up, and he's like, Max Keeble, look who it is. And Max is like, ugh, Dobbs, what do you want? And he's like, turns out you owe me all your water for today. And like sponges up all of Max's water from his cup, and he's like, fuck, what am I supposed to drink now? And he's like, I don't know, Max, you should have thought about that before you gave me all your water. Here, I better just take your friend's water for good measure too. And like Miss Shangalang like walks up, and she's like, excuse me Dobbs, what are you doing? And Dobbs is like, oh, Miss Shangalang, I'm just showing these students the importance of conserving water. And she's like, oh, well, if that's all it is, of course, you can definitely do that. Dobbs bounces away, and Max is like, look, we're not gonna take any more, like, let's stand up to these bullies tonight. So they devise a plan. Megan goes and steals Dobbs' sponge. Robe goes and steals the ice cream man's ice cream coil. Max rigs up like McGoogles on the front of Troy's car, and like Tad the chimpanzee beats the shit out of the principal. They go to the diner in the desert diner to celebrate, and they are having dirt sundaes. Max is like, we did it guys, like we stood up to the bullies, now I know everything's gonna be better. Right then, Jenna the hot girl walks up, and she's like, hey Max, you wanna make out in the closet for 7 minutes? He's like, mm-hmm. And then right then, 3 cars crash through, taking out each one of them. Max is like, no, my only friends. Now all I have is a personal vendetta. to take out my enemies once and for all. So he hops on his gas-powered skateboard and he's after them. The ice cream man's in the back. He's like, "Hey, ice cream man, you know what they say about Rocky Road, right?" And the ice cream man's like, "No, what?" And like he lobs a newspaper up and knocks the like boulder off the cliff and like it crushes the ice cream truck. He's like gaining on Dobbs. He's in his like Aquamobile. He's like, "Max Keeble, I'm gonna clean you up once and for all, you dirty bastard," and like sprays. Max's newspapers are all soggy and limp, so he can't use them. He's like holding on to the back but also riding on the board, and he's like, "Hey Dobbs, you know what they say about water-powered vehicles, right?" Dobbs is like, "What?" And he's like, "It's only so good if you've got water." And he like unscrews the valve. Dobbs like comes to a sputtering halt and he just gets plowed. Max keeps going. He's like about to catch up to Troy. He's like, "Hey Troy, you know what they say about people who drive big trucks, right?" And he's like, "What?" And he's like, "They got small attention spans." And then like, because he's distracted, drives into a tree. Last but not least is the principal in the bulldozer. He's like whips it around and he's like, "Max Keeble, ready to stand up for yourself, little boy?" Max is like, "Who are you calling little boy, old man?" The principal like thrusts into full throttle and they're like going straight at each other, and Max jumps over the bulldozer and is like looking up and doesn't realize that he's about to jump off a cliff. Just whoosh. Max is like standing there and his board's all smashed. So he whistles and a horse comes out. Max jumps on and he's like, "Come on, Tad, let's get out of here." Tad jumps on the horse and they ride off into the sunset. The moral of the story is, if you have bullies that you're facing up against, you should probably tell someone who can actually deal with it and not stand up for yourself. Otherwise, your friends might get murdered. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. I'm Patrick. Have a good night. Peace.
I'm high on life, never coming down. Clouds of smoke billowing deep into the night. Smoke with me, babe, won't you? Marijuana shimmering, movie screen flickering. Smoke with me, babe, won't you?